point, I don't think I'm gonna be able to make a. I don't think I'm able to make a character like this unless I transfer my character to those servers, which is like another $10. But
Yeah.
there's an enterprising person listening. I would appreciate I would appreciate some Skrilla coming my way. So yeah, I remember. Sorry for all the stream issues. It's just I don't know what the fuck is going on with my mic and everything like that. And just
No, don't worry about it. It happens when you have kind of like the way we kind of twist things around in our system sometimes.
I am not gonna take on this mission just yet. I'm gonna do some. I'm gonna do some like.
All right. Well, I'm not going to start up a game right now, but yay. Can now play my favorite game ever. Run.devil.exe.
Oh god damn it! Yeah, that's right.
Oh, Megami Tensei, you are amazing.
The worst part is that's not far from the truth.
Well, several of the games have had that kind of component where it's like, oh, I have some sort of device later in the later games. It's like a cell phone or something where they keep their demon friends in, and I'm like, man, this is just turning into weird demonic Pokemon.
Well, it could be considered a precursor to Pokemon. Oh, that's where they went. Fucking hurt those fucking a-holes.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to starting up a game tomorrow.
That's good.
Killing my way through the future. Or spending an hour and a half trying to determine what I'm going to call my character. Since I think if this is like the other games in the franchise, it's a choose your protagonist name. And I go, 4.5 hours later. Okay, I think I finally have the perfect name for the character. What? You've been playing for 4 hours. I know. Steve. That's not Japanese. Oh.
But you feel any better? Every name I use in those type of games, I go with the default Ramses name.
I've done that before too, but it always seems weird when I play one of those games and like everyone has a Japanese name and it's suddenly just like American name in the middle of them. It's just really weird. Even though technically my name and your name are not American names per se. Mine comes from the Bible. Yours comes from Egypt.
Yep.
Which is also in the Bible. Bad things happen to those people, including Ramses. I believe he was the pharaoh at the time. Although there's like 20 different Ramses as pharaohs, so apparently there's a really common pharaoh now. But it's one of the yeah. But yeah, it just seems really odd when it's like, here's Shigeru, and here's Kai, and here's like Sosuke, and it's like Jared. It's like, one of these names doesn't fit in with the rest of these. So I was trying to come up with some cool. My new default like Japanese name I've been using has been Satoshi. After Satoshi Kon died, like I just always use Satoshi now. So, and I feel that it works like an SMT type. For those type of games especially, it just feels like, well, yeah, of course, like Satoshi Kon would, kind of be something on your mind when you're playing some of these because of how weird his stuff could get.
Yeah.
He is missed, man. Life doesn't feel right without having Satoshi Kon around, like, and me going like, wait, there's a new Satoshi Kon anime? Oh, I'm in. Is it going to be super weird or like way too normal for its own good? Because I like the super weird, personally. Alright. Yes, I consider it charged enough at this point. And it's charging. Entire time while downloading, it looks like the game's there. It seems to be running fine. Go through and leave the future. This is like all the other games, then it's the apocalypse, in which case I'm not really saving the future so much as just trying to survive. But I didn't make it look like the apocalypse. It looked like it was its own, like, weird future thing.
Yeah, you're right. It's its own weird future thing.
Some of the other Shin Megami Tensei spin-off games have been in that category. The main series, one is the apocalypse, 2 is what happens after the apocalypse, 3 is the apocalypse again, so it wasn't entirely something I could just go and say, like, versus, Digital Devil Saga, which is its own weird thing, and then
Persona.
Which is probably their. It's really odd because 1, 2, and 2 Part 2 are very much like one tone of games, and 3, 4, and 5 look to be are like their own tone of games. And it's always interesting.
Yeah.
But they have certain themes like will return, like Evil Corporation and stuff like that, or in the case of can't remember which, if I think it's Eternal Punishment or whatever, like Hitler.
Yeah.
I can't remember if it's Innocent Sin or Eternal Punishment, but one of the two just has Hitler in it. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Does the one also have Jesus as well?
Probably.
Wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, they get weird. Cleaned up my desk earlier this week, and my desk is dirty again. Struggle is real.
No, stop fighting me. Jesus! How am I drawing aggro from these people? How? How?
Game doesn't like you.
Maybe.
Not really much else I need to think other than laptop. I'll streamline for a little bit longer. Maybe try to get to bed a little earlier than normal. I'm not feeling that sleepy. I'm feeling just a little groggy, but or maybe not groggy is the right word for it, but like, I'm a little tired. I'm a little tired. I'm not feeling sleep. More like I just had a busy day, and my body is like, okay, cool. Just veg out on, veg out with Ramses.
Nah, you don't want to do that.
I don't know, we seem to have fun goofing around adventures. I figure I'll be up for another 30 minutes or something. I'm probably gonna go towards sleep. Crap, I'm paid faster than I thought.
Fucking. This is why I need to fucking level up.
Well, you're still fairly early on in the game.
Yeah, so it's like I gotta do more of those weird. I gotta do more of those fate missions for a little bit before I can do anything.
Yeah, it's one of those odd, kind of choices because it's like, yes, you want to have, the extra class and the extra abilities and stuff, so you can get further in the game, especially when you solo quest. At the same time, it's like, hey, completing some quests would actually make that process a little bit easier. At least that's how I'm interpreting everything.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh.
I haven't played an MMO in a while.
It's actually a pretty good one to get back in if you're looking for one to get back into.
Remember that there was a time when I would just like level grind or whatever in an MMO, or just doing like the really repeatable, easy repeatable quests for to build up my stockpile of money and what have you. And I just like get into a new podcast and listen to like 5 episodes in a row while just playing until like 3 a.m. Because I remember coming across a few shows at that point where I was like, oh, they're like 40 episodes in. Okay, cool. Well, then over the course of this week, I will catch up on all 40 episodes while playing this MMO. Which seems a bit crazy, but at least it gave me something that was different that I could be listening to with each episode rather than, nothing.
Yeah.
Or like having me around for, just kind of right now where you're just kind of doing some grinding and stuff. It's a lot more fun just having me here to just, talk your ear off. And
Yeah, I kind of need someone to talk my ear off right now, especially when things are quiet. I'm like, just please talk to me for God's sakes.
yeah, well, it's because I'm starting to fade, so.
No, I'm fading. I'm fading just as bad right now. So
Yeah.
I've been having lots of trouble sleeping lately. That's why.
So have I, but as I told one of my friends, I was like, oh, well, here's a list of things you can do to help you sleep better. And I'm like, no, you don't understand. It's not a point of I can't fall asleep. It is a point of I wake up every 2 or 3 hours. And my friend was like, oh, I don't know how to help you with that. I'm like, thanks. I know. No one does. Don't worry about it. I think it's psychological.
My problem is I just can't go back to sleep sometimes.
Yeah, my brother was telling me that that's his thing he's dealt with. Where he's like, yeah, I'm doing good, except for the fact that then I wake up and then I just can't get back to sleep. And I'm like, yeah, that would most definitely suck.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, trying to keep myself awake as much as I can right now. But it's a losing battle. It's almost like I almost feel like I don't want to do this because it's like I just want to go back to sleep.
Yeah.
But if you need to duck out, do a duck out. Cause it's like I'm tapped out myself on a few things.
Like I said, I'm trying to stick through at least till like quarter till or something.
Alright.
They have an early morning tomorrow, but not gonna matter that much because I haven't been sleeping super well. So. But yeah, like I said, when it hits about between 12:30, 12:45, I'll shut down the computer, put away all my charge, basically have everything completely packed up so that in the morning when the alarm goes off, I essentially can change real quick to be ready to go, even if I'm really tired. Although I'm also almost at a point of going like, well, I could technically just put on socks, shoes, and a jacket and just leave my pajamas on and not even stress about it and just be like, whatever.
That's what I do sometimes. I just like, fuck it, I go around. I used to go around sometimes in my pajamas. Like, okay, I'm just put some sneakers on. That's about it. There's another thing going on.
Yeah. I mean, like I don't have to be dressed until later, anyways, and I can just it's because of when my carpool is like leaving that I have to get up earlier. It's not a point of like I have to be there at a specific time. It's like because of trying to leave Orange County and trying to get up closer to the LA area is a pain in the ass. It means I get the joy of living in the world that says, "Hey, let's avoid trafficking by leaving early." And that's
Oh, it's fun. Usually it backfires.
No, it succeeded with the last time I had to do this. It's just we don't want to get up so early. But whatever, when I get there, I can technically take a nap or whatever. It'll be fine.
Jesus Christ! Because that went a lot better before that crash happened. Alright. Cool.
Yeah, I can tell that I'm getting towards my limit. It's just been a long week, man.
Yeah. It's been a long week for everyone, really.
Yeah.
That's fine, though. Oh. Perfectly fine. Fine. Q! We need a room of fire. Which it could technically be at this point because it's fucking hot.
Yeah. Well, down there it's also crazy humid, too.
Yep.
Because that's what was killing me. Like, the heat was bad, but that humidity just... At Comic-Con was just like... As I always point out, it feels like I'm at that Angry Sun level of Super Mario 3.
Yeah. That pretty much describes it. They say it's supposed to be cooling down tomorrow, but like I don't know. I don't put much faith in stuff like that.
Yeah.
Let me see.
It's sad because I have friends who live in in northern San Diego County, and I'm like, I want to hang out with you guys, and I want to just go over and stay over for like 3-4 days. That'd be fun. And then I like look at the weather, and I'm like, we'll do that in October.
That's the best time to come to me. I'm not even joking. That's like a really good time to come.
Oh yeah, it totally is.
Oh, October is a really beautiful time. It's like I'm just like just like a couple more weeks and it'll be October. It's like it's so like since I know I'm moving and all, but it's just like I know it's like it's just as good down here. It is down in Tijuana. Oh my god, it's so much beautiful. Cause like I'm living right next to the beach, man. Oh, so good.
Yeah, it sounds significantly nicer than where you currently are at.
No, I like it here too, but it's just it's you get homesick sometimes. Shit!
Yeah.
There should be like an alarm that says there, fate, like right here. Like, okay, fine, let's go. I was reading up on the weather, and it's like, yeah, it sounds about right. A little cooler, but not by a whole lot, really. It's still gonna be humid as balls.
Yep.
Hopefully, like your weather's soupy.
I'm going further north, so eventually I will be down there again, hanging out with my friends and being all like, "Hey guys, let's have crazy shenanigans."
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't go. I'm sorry. I didn't go to meet you guys up at Comic Con. I really wanted to, but just things just didn't work out. Things didn't work out as planned.
Well, I had another friend who's that same category, where he was basically one of those lost in the dealer hall people, which is perfectly, fine and reasonable. But it was one of those things where you're like, hey, after you're done there, let's hang out. And instead of hanging out, it was like, oh, dude, I'm already home. And I'm like, dealer hall closed like 30 minutes ago. I know you live down here, but what the... I didn't realize you could just immediately get through traffic that fast. Congratulations on your, like, teleportation machine you've invented.
Yeah, 'cause I want to know that too. When I was doing it, that shit would take me hours to get back home.
Yeah, I think what it, I know unless you left the dealer hall like before it closed, which I'm like, dude, your whole point was you're gonna just hunt down autographs and like specific merch. So if that's the plan, that sounds like you're gonna be in the dealer hall from opening to closing. So yeah, I just completely missed out on my friend, and he goes with his dad, who's a professional photographer. And I'm like, that'd be kind of fun to have a few professional photos taken. Well, I mean, not that they'd be in the studio or anything, but he has that higher level gear, and that'd just be kind of cool, and just totally missed out on it. And it happens. Can't, get all bent out of shape about it, but it's just one of those, like, oh well. Tried. But it's just like, yeah, I got friends down there I'd like to hang out with more, and I don't head down there too often, and when I do, I never seem to ever hang out with anyone. One of those weird kind of things, but just like... Yeah, and I don't know why that always happens, but it always does. Like, I know with that one friend, it's because his dad is old and his girlfriend is in a wheelchair. So he tends to have to deal with, like, helping his dad with stuff, helping his girlfriend with stuff. So I guess that kind of, it's not one of those, like, spur-of-the-moment things don't really work with him so well. And even if it was planned a couple weeks in advance, there's potentially something that could, get in the way.
Yeah.
So, and nothing against, his dad's an awesome guy. Like I said, he's a professional photographer, super talented. His girlfriend's super sweet. So it's not like I'm like, I can't believe they're like ruining our bromance. No, it's nothing like that. It's just one of those like, man, remember the old days when we could hang out? That was cool. I miss those days. And I mean, he still goes to cons and stuff. We occasionally meet up at cons. It just, I don't know. The old fun days seem to be like behind us, and it's kind of like, it's just kind of sad, I guess. Because I think we still could have fun adventures. If like we were at the same con, like if we were both rooming at the same con, we probably could have fun adventures. Just because, there'll be other people around to help with this or that, and you have less responsibilities. But I think the cons he gets a room at are cons I don't go to. Or he does crazy stuff where he's like, hey, we're taking a road trip up to this con in like Oregon. And I'm like, oh, when? That could be kind of cool. 2 weeks? I'm like, thanks for the warning. I could have planned this if you gave me 2 months. Because I mean, my life can get a little bit crazy sometimes, so having at least a little bit of advance warning really helps. But yeah, like I don't get to see you that often either. Actually, I'm glad we at least have this going on every once in a while, because otherwise you just would be like hey, I wonder what's happening with Ramses. Oh well.
The fuck? I look at my Twitter and I'm looking at Manpreg Sonic. You know, that's weird.
Yeah. You start coming up with some. Well, the one thing that Comic-Con did remind me of, and something I haven't had to think about for a few years because of living in Boston, is summer-themed costumes. Because in Boston, yeah, it got hot in the summer. It was really more of a humidity thing, but you could handle it. It was just like, oh, it's 72 degrees, but it's 80% humidity, so it feels more like it's closer to 80. But it didn't feel like the sun was trying to kill you. And I'm getting called. Okay, well then this is probably where I have to go off because I have to answer this. Hello. So, talk to you later, Ramses.
All right, I'll talk to you later. Okay?
And we'll meet up for another stream later this weekend or something if you have the chance.
All right, sounds good. I'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye. I think with that in mind too, I think I'm gonna be done too. It's like some things are not really working out once in a while. I also can only do a few things here on my own. So thank you all so much for stopping by, and I will see you on the next stream.